week in SAC News. Santa Ana College mourns the loss of a beloved student. ASG election results are in. A female wrestler brings a championship home. This and much more in this episode of SAC News.
Hello and welcome to this edition of SAC News. I'm Caleb Tessitore.
And I'm Lexi Perez.
We start off the show by remembering a former Santa Ana College student. SAC student Jordan Block passed away 2 weeks ago while attending SAC. Block took ceramic classes for many semesters. Block was well known and beloved by SAC's ceramic community, faculty, and students alike. Block was a valued member of SAC's family and will be missed. Our hearts and prayers are with the Block family and anyone who knew her personally.
It's a sad day for Santa Ana College indeed, as we mourn the loss of our fellow alumni.
Our correspondent, Adam C. Marquez, has more with the story.
It was a quiet workday ruined when terror struck at the 1200s block of East Chestnut Avenue in Santa Ana.
It was here at this business complex on May 2nd that 25-year-old Jordan Block and 64-year-old Brian Martin were found dead after a reported disturbance.
Gunshots, a suspect transported to the hospital, and a bloody spear are just some of the bizarre details emerging from this investigation.
It is believed that the third person on the scene knew Jordan, who fatally wounded her and her uncle before harming themselves.
The killer has been identified as 25-year-old Cameron Delaney Clark, who was transported to the hospital and later died of his injuries. His motive is still unclear.
Reporting from East Chestnut Avenue, I'm Adam C. Marquez, SAC News.
Thank you, Adam, for your reporting. Here at SAC News, we mourn with the family of Miss Block. You will be missed.
In other news, SAC held its elections last week.
Reporter Stephanie Ramirez has the results.
SAC student elections were held this past week in campus. Our elected student officers work hard to enhance student life. Student voters had the chance to vote online for the most worthy candidates.
I just thought it was really helpful that they provided the information to be able to read the backstories and the intentions. I wouldn't have voted if I wasn't able to read into it, so I think it was really helpful that they provided that information.
Voters were informed about the candidates' information and background via email, where they were able to submit a Google form. Students who looked into the email were able to provide insight on which person made the best candidate.
I'm not sure yet. I'm still looking at the candidates. As of right now, I think I'm going to vote for Jessica Velez. You know, she's a sergeant, she's a vet. I think what the school needs is like a strong leader.
ASG took their time last week to bring out the candidates for coffee with potential electors. Those who had not yet voted voiced their thoughts on what could have been done differently.
Maybe send a couple of more emails, or maybe have some professors mention it. Like I said, maybe some students don't check their emails at all, or like just think it's spam, but maybe more in advanced, or more like maybe put up flyers, or just, I don't know, something to make it more, let people know more.
Though the candidates did have profiles posted on a Google document sent out to SAC students, there was a sentiment of lack of interest. Other uninformed voters had a different motivation to vote. Some students were brought out to vote by the incentive of food ASG had to offer.
I just voted some random people over there because I was hungry, so I just wanted food. So
the results came in this past Monday, with Jessica Velez emerging as ASG president. The other candidates won uncontested or by a wide margin of votes. Reporting from Santa Ana College's main campus, I'm Stephanie Ramirez, SAC News.
SAC's Welding Society held a showcase last week at our main campus.
Reporter Stephanie Ramirez brought some spark to the event.
The American Welding Society staged a student night at Santa Ana College this past Thursday, and it was a sizzling success. Over 180 people popped into Building K at Santa Ana College. Multiple community colleges like OCC, Fullerton College, Long Beach City College, and Santa Ana College took part in this student night. They came together to celebrate scholarship recipients and gain knowledge on the welding industry.
It's a great networking event, right? Especially, just for us example, getting to meet the students and getting them in front of it and, getting them in front of our product, because this is what they're going to see in the field, right? So us being able to explain the product and us, meeting them, we could see them, a few years down the pipeline. The welding community is a very small one, so, everyone knows everyone almost.
Skilled welders may earn about $60,000 to $100,000 or more. Welders are employed in manufacturing plants and can attain jobs working in construction companies that build bridges, pipelines, and similar metal structures. Multiple vendors demonstrated welding projects, sold merchandise, and talked up internships and careers for attendees interested in welding.
There's tons of opportunity. You have a lot of control over, your career path. And it's only going to grow more.
Guest speakers shared their welding stories to inspire attendees. Department co-chair Professor Gregory Gonzalez is a certified welder with more than 30 years experience.
What this event does is it just helps students realize what opportunities are out there for them and, kind of opening their mind to, maybe something they didn't even think of or consider in the first place.
A lot more students.
Guest speakers noted the wide range of jobs in the industry, from lucrative but a little dangerous underwater welding to aerospace. But their hope is that student graduates from this program get set up from the more lucrative careers after graduation. In Santa Ana College for SAC News, I am Stephanie Ramirez.
Thank you for your spark, Stephanie. In SAC sports, a SAC student brings a championship home from the wrestling mat.
Reporter Manny Hernandez has the story.
Recently, Jade Morales won the state title. Morales took to the mat on Saturday, April 20th at the campus of Sacramento City College. Morales is coming off an impressive performance in the East LA tournament before heading to the state tournament. In the East LA tournament, Morales took first place, also winning the lower weight MVP prize. Morales was coming prepared to take the state title and bring it to Santa Ana.
I knew I had my weaponry ready. It was just getting mentally ready and physically ready.
Morales did the unthinkable as she defeated Denise Figueroa from Cerritos in the 123-pound finals match. Morales becomes the first ever women's wrestling state champion in SAC's history.
Moments before I pinned her, I remember thinking, she's just letting me have this right now. And I had a moment where I just woke up and I started pinning her, and I remember I was just squeezing on and just thinking please, 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 please.
It was a surreal moment for Jade, as she'd been eyeing that title since the beginning of the season.
It feels really good because I've been here for a long time, and I know that there's people here before me, so I felt like I was doing them, I was paying homage and honoring them, and it feels really good because I want to be an example for girls coming in next year and for the team I am going to leave behind.
Morales had an impressive performance in the state tournament as she went undefeated.
I know that all the work that I put in, to me it makes sense that I was undefeated.
I am Manny Hernandez for SAC News.
Thanks for your reporting, Manny. Attention NFL fans, the Saints are marching into Irvine. For the first time, the New Orleans Saints are moving west for training camp. This is due to renovations to their training facility in Metairie, Louisiana. UCI will be hosting the Saints training camp. The Saints became the second team in recent years to have training camp at UCI, as the LA Rams held training camps from 2016 to 2019 and 2021 to 2023. For more information, visit the link below and search up news.
NFL Orange County News, Costa Mesa will be the new summer training camp home for the Las Vegas Raiders football team. The Costa Mesa City Council unanimously approved a deal for the Las Vegas Raiders to hold training camp at the Jack Hammett Sports Complex. The team will also conduct a junior training camp for kids aged 6 to 12 and provide 100 tickets for local students to attend an NFL game at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Raiders will start training camp on July 19th after field maintenance that begins on June 4th.
Lastly, in sports that everyone can play, Santa Ana College will be hosting the annual Relay for Life fundraiser on Saturday, May 18th. The event starts at 9 a.m. and runs until 10 p.m. over at the John Ward Track Field Complex. There will be live music, a DJ, K-pop, and a kids camp. Relay for Life honors cancer survivors and their families and remember those that were lost to the nation's #2 killer of adults. Relay for Life is actually a walk, generally in groups or teams, and it's a fundraiser with all proceeds going to the American Cancer Society for research. For more information, click the link in the description.
When we come back from our break,
the Honda Center helps ex-felons find a job.
And a dog finds itself in a messy situation.
You're watching SAC News.
We'll be right back.
Santa Ana College has helped me prepare for college by giving me the first-hand experience. I always wondered how college is going to be. Is it going to be stressful or will it be easy? And it definitely gave me a bit of both sides. It's at my pace. Santa Ana College has definitely given me the idea that college is, is for me.
Welcome back, Dons. Downtown Santa Ana will be the place of the grand opening of a new flea market this Saturday, May 18th. The market at the 206 block of East 4th Street promises a convergence of art, vintage goods, and gourmet foods. Patches and Pins Expo and 4th Street Market are the promoters of the new flea market. It will be a monthly event every third Saturday of the month. Supporters say it's another great way to bring the Santa Ana community together.
A man and woman are wanted by the Santa Ana police for a burglary that took place on April 28th. SAPD says the pair forced entry into a commercial building on 1971 East 4th Street, where they stole $10,000 worth of camera equipment and caused $1,000 worth of damages to the building. It is believed that they fled on foot, and the male was seen wearing a backwards cap, hooded sweatshirt, and pants. If you have any information on the whereabouts of the two, please contact SAPD at the number below.
The Honda Center is the house of the Anaheim Ducks, a team that makes Orange County proud. It also was the host of this year's Higher Reentry Resource Fair.
Our producer Zendai Garrido drove to the House of Ducks to drop off his resume.
The Hub for Integration, Entry, and Employment, also known as HIRE, has a mission. Their mission is to maximize the skills and opportunities for formerly incarcerated and system-impacted youth and adults in Orange County through employment, mentorship, and community building. HIRE partnered with the Honda Center to host their yearly re-entry fair, making everyone involved very proud.
Oh, just seeing everyone, just meeting all the new people, and it's really great to see people willing to come out and seek the support that they need and provide them with the resources that they're looking for.
One of the vendors donated haircuts to help applicants look their best as they meet their next boss.
I mean, I can only imagine how difficult it is for somebody who has maybe been incarcerated, has done the time that they're supposed to, and now to try to re-enter into the workforce or into the community. And to be able to get a haircut, you feel good about yourself.
Finding a job is difficult for everyone, but HIRE did all the heavy lifting by putting employers who need employees and employees who are looking for employment all under the same Mighty Ducks roof.
There's a big communication gap between people who are employees and the employers. So this gets filled over here, so now I know who's hiring.
Santa Ana College's Project Rise was a part of this employment summit.
And we're out here making sure that our community, especially our formerly incarcerated students, know that they're supported at our college through the Rising Scholars Program.
There are already success stories from Project Rise helping other formerly incarcerated individuals at this year's HIRE Employment Summit.
I myself am a formerly incarcerated student. I was, impacted by the system. I've been to prison 3 times already. I've done 3 prison terms, and I just thought it was time for a change.
Santa Ana's Project Kinship provides a great range of services for formerly incarcerated individuals who are trying to re-enter society by bringing them to employment summits like this one.
A lot of our participants never have applied for a job, never have even wanted a job, but to come here to allow themselves to be vulnerable, to step out the box and ask questions, introduce themselves, that is a huge accomplishment in itself.
Hire's already planning to hold this event next year, and they think it's going to be much bigger than this year. From the Honda Center, I'm Sende Garrido, SAC News.
Thank you for your reporting, Producer Garrido. To kick off National Public Works Week, the City of Santa Ana is inviting the community to a free event this Saturday at the Walnut Water Pump Station. From 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., guests can participate in a water pipe competition, take a state-of-the-art tour of a pumping station, and explore various exhibits. OC Adopt a Pet will also be at the event, and guests will have the chance to adopt a furry friend. There will also be musical performances by Santa Ana High School students. Parking will be available in the lot at Flower Street and Pine Street. For more details about the event, contact Michelle McAuliffe or call the number below.
Yorba Linda held its annual show called Yorba Days.
And I raced to historical Main Street to cover it. Ka-chow!
Community is a very important part of life, and here in Yorba Linda takes celebrating it to a whole new level. Yorba Days were created to show appreciation for all of the citizens and businesses that make up Yorba Linda, as well as showcase the Placentia Yorba Linda high schools. This year's car show had many car enthusiasts bringing their pride and joys to display for everyone to see.
Yeah, so this, if you look around, you got a good attendance here, a lot of cars bringing it out, a lot of shops getting supported. So it's a great event in order to bring a lot of people together.
Yorba Days also helps promote the economy for the city.
Economic vitality is a big deal in Yorba Linda. We don't get sales tax dollars unless people buy in Yorba Linda, so we want to buy Yorba Linda, shop Yorba Linda, live in Yorba Linda, and play in Yorba Linda.
Historical Main Street was filled with many members of the community that came out to participate in support of the businesses.
Well, I mean, just coming to this event is so community oriented. Being invited and being able to come out here and just hang out with people, seeing all the different local businesses that we offer and all the different food. I love food and I love trying all the different things that we have. It's just really amazing, and being able to come out here and just spend time with the people of the community is, I think, what's most important.
There are many Yorba Days throughout the year to look out for. From Yorba Linda, I'm Lexi Perez, SAC News.
In international news, National Endangered Species Day is celebrated on the third Friday of May. National Endangered Species Day gives an opportunity for the public to learn more about endangered birds, animals, and marine life, and how they can help these species. They include the bald eagle, crocodiles, and manatees. The U.S. Endangered Species Act has a success rate of 99% of species listed, like the bald eagle, who are endangered.
In furry news, the OC Fire Authority responded to a house call in Garden Grove to rescue a dog trapped in a wall. The dog named Faye gained access through an open crawl space intended for plumbing. Video shows the firefighters using a mallet to break a hole into a wall, and a few minutes later, Faye came out, crawling out. The family of Faye told firefighters she was already planning her next act of mischief.
In other furry news, with finals coming up, stress can be at an all-time high. SAC will be hosting its annual Pause for Stress. Students will have the chance to relax with man's best friend, as well as other pets. This event will take place on May 28th and 29th on campus, outside the SAC Amphitheater and Neely Library. There will also be food and other activities to help Dons cope with the stress of finals week. For more information, call the number below.
That's it for this edition of SAC News. I'm Lexi Perez.
And I'm Caleb Tessitore. Be sure to follow us on social media and watch previous episodes of SAC News on our YouTube channel.